Does every Jewish Messianic home have to have a mezuzah, or is it optional? What's the significance of the mezuzah anyway?
It contains a certain inscription from the Torah.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the Shema Israel prayer.
It has to be very kosher text, and it has to be inscribed on a special parchment, meticulously verified by a special rabbi. Everything has to be perfect. And why does it have to be that perfect? After all, this inscription is contained in a special case. No one reads it. It's affixed to the doorpost and is supposed to guard the house. Tell me, please, can a text that no one reads and a text that does not have a vocal representation that is invisible to the eye guard the house in a special way?
Well, that has to be some kind of superstition, some kind of mysticism.
A talisman, an amulet, if we were to use a familiar Slavic pagan term. And it's considered a holy tradition to the extent that, well, wait, it's not really that holy. Yes, the tradition is quite old, but once again, to turn a piece of the Holy Scripture, merely a piece of text, into a talisman, and this very piece as such claims to protect not just one person, but the entire household. Well, excuse me. That is definite fetishism right there. Why do I use the word fetishism? Because of the custom of coming to the door and touching it as if to give it an air kiss, to the so-called holy phylactery. It's just an element of, if not worship, then a special reverence before this holy object that supposedly possesses some special power. I dare say that this is an element of magic.
And if an Orthodox Jew repented, became a Messianic believer, and he lived with this tradition for years, is it critical for him to remove that tradition from his life?
I think if he no longer treats it as an amulet, a talisman, a protective charm, and so on, if it's no longer kissed or given any serious significance, especially if it's in Israel or some official Jewish facility where it's supposed to hang, that's okay. Our attitude toward this is completely liberal. And in general, we understand that these objects that in the past were used for magical purposes, however, now that we've desacralized them, they no longer have any influence whatsoever.